What is up, Clemson Nation, guys? Talk a little Clemson basketball today. Clemson has been on a slide lately, 3-game losing streak. Tough losses. Tough loss to Boston College, very tough loss to Virginia. And, it was like the Duke game and Virginia game. Both games, extremely slow starts. Horrible starts in both games on the road. To where, one game we were down 38-10 at halftime to Virginia. Our offense on the road has been below subpar. I mean, it has been as bad as possible in college basketball. And we're hoping to, do something about that tonight. And then, of course, we had our second buzzer-beating loss of the year. We've been so close. We're so close to, instead of being 7-4, being heck. We're close to being 9-2, and that's what you see a lot with freshman teams, with a lot of freshmen like this. Where they can't finish out the close games yet. But we have finished out a few close games, only 2 blowout losses on the year to conference teams. With the game at NC State, we really start to see some of the freshmen come off. I think Adonis Filer has the ability to take over a game. I know sophomore KJ McDaniels has the ability to take over games when he wants to. And his three-point ball's gotten a lot better. And also, Saturday against NC State, we had Mr. Jordan Roper have his coming out game, and he started to kind of take over that game, show his potential. Columbia, South Carolina native, and a lefty, which is something that I think he's the only lefty we have, so that's an advantage for us and an advantage for him. So, we really want to see these guys kind of take over the game tonight. Booker, of course, we need to have a much bigger game than he had against NC State. He had a down game against NC State. So Georgia Tech tonight, a team that we haven't lost to in years, a team that we won at the last second. We won by 3 points in one of the few games we did close out earlier this year. And Georgia Tech is obviously a must-win for us if we want to have any sort of success this year or this conference season, because 4-8 is a very hard thing to come back from in any way. Then, of course, our first of 2 games against Miami on Sunday, Birdman and D. Nasty. Depending on how we play tonight, and no matter how, if we win or lose tonight, it will be a great atmosphere. If you want to see what Clemson's atmosphere is like against top 5 teams, go look at the Duke game in 2010 on YouTube or something. Go look at our wins and our games against top 10 and top 5 teams. Littlejohn becomes the most hostile environment in the country. Yeah, we're looking at you, Duke. Even more hostile than that. When we have a top 10 team coming to Littlejohn, it gets scary. On the weekend, sold out. I'm not saying it's going to get us a win, but it's going to be the hardest and toughest environment Miami has played in yet. That's a guarantee. The fans will get behind the players will get behind the fans, and it will make for a very, very, very hard environment. Y'all will be coming in 11-0 in the ACC. I'm excited for it. Even if we're not doing that good this year, it's just a big game in Littlejohn. We've already had a top 10 team coming to Littlejohn and escaped by that much. So I'm really looking forward to this atmosphere that Littlejohn will have. The bet we have going, I've pretty much already lost that bet, so, it just feels good for us to pull off an upset somehow against Miami. Something to help me feel good about losing this bet. But, so you boys better get ready, because Littlejohn is going to be rocking. Florida State had a horrible atmosphere against y'all yesterday. Y'all pulled off the win. It's not going to be that easy in Clemson, I promise you that. Go Tigers. Let's beat Georgia Tech tonight. We got Miami on Sunday at 6 o'clock. Hopefully it will be just like every other top 10 team we have. Go Tigers.